Sauerkraut. If someone says that they want to spend time with you, but repeatedly fails to show up, they are communicating that they aren't actually willing to follow through on their promises. If someone says they're working hard, but repeatedly fails to complete tasks, they are communicating that their word can't be trusted. If someone says they want to change, but repeatedly fails to make an effort, they're clearly demonstrating through their actions that they aren't willing to do things differently. Slavoj Zizek is a Slovenian philosopher and cultural critic. Zizek's idiosyncratic style, popular academic works, frequent magazine articles, and critical assimilation of high and low cultures have gained him international influence and a substantial audience outside of academia, in addition to a fair amount of controversy and criticism. In his essay, Breaking the Taboos of the Left, Zizek argues that an enemy is someone whose story you have not yet heard. In other words, you decide someone is not your friend or stands opposed to you because you haven't had the opportunity to hear their side of the story and their reasons for the actions you are witnessing. There is no better literary example of this idea than Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. In it, Shelley does something quite extraordinary. She chooses to allow the monster to speak for himself, to tell the story from his own perspective. Her choice expresses, according to Zizek, the liberal attitude to freedom of speech at its most radical, and that is, everyone's point of view should be heard. In Frankenstein, the monster is not a thing, a horrible object no one cares or dares to confront. Rather, he is fully subjectivized. Mary Shelley moves inside his mind and asks what it is like to be labelled, defined, oppressed, and even physically distorted by society. The ultimate criminal, as Zizek defines Frankenstein's monster, is thereby allowed to present himself as the ultimate victim. The monstrous murderer reveals himself to be a deeply hurt and desperate individual, yearning for company and love. Perhaps if we all allowed ourselves the time and space to listen to others and their stories, we wouldn't have so many enemies, and we would understand, empathize, and tolerate others and otherness more. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Kopkum Krupp.